The greatest barrier I've had to overcome in my career, it's the scariest thing that I've ever looked at, and that's my confidence. Yeah, I'm not completely void of it. Um, but what when I look back on the moments that I've struggled the most, it's been where I've let my confidence droop. What I had going for me is I'm a hard worker. You tell me I can't do something, I'm going to prove to you that I can. Determination, that pays a lot of the bill, and really helps you overcome fears for at least a number of people I know. What did I want to be when I grew up? Well, I think like all kids, when you look up in the stars and you see the infinity of space, you think you want to be an astronaut. But then also you got pets and you want to become a veterinarian, and you see heroes like firemen come out and save the day. You want to be one of those too. But it probably wasn't until I was about 16 years old when I got really serious about what I wanted to be. And it was a little bit of research. Discovered I wanted to become an astronaut. You know, when I was a kid in high school, I was really fascinated by science. I was fascinated, to say I was fascinated, really, honestly. There were these questions out there like, why is the sky blue? Why does water boil? And I was a kid with just a lot of questions and no answers. And was that curiosity that was satiated, was quenched by science, and namely chemistry. I think that's why I gravitated towards chemistry, because it answered the questions that I had my whole life. I focused on an area of chemistry that really fascinated me. It had nothing really to do with space or being an astronaut, but it was something that really motivated me, and turned out to be pretty successful at it. And I think that's 100% because I really enjoyed it. I had some struggles in college with math, and those really were a roadblock to succeeding in chemistry. I understood chemistry fine. I mean, I could picture molecules and electrons zooming around a nucleus and all that kind of good stuff. But in order to keep going further in chemistry, which was my passion, I had to prove a level of competency in math that I just wasn't comfortable with. And why didn't I feel comfortable with math? Because math was this abstract thing that was something you did on paper, but it just didn't have any application in the outside world, according to Tracy Caldwell. And what started to make a difference to me in math, and why I thought I could conquer it, was the day that I was learning a topic in math, in calculus, and it made no sense to me. It was an abstract thing. And then in that same semester, I was taking a class in chemistry, in physical chemistry, and there's actually math, believe it or not, that describes the motion of an electron around the nucleus of an atom. Go figure. I wasn't even prepared for that. But it got my attention. Why? Because I loved chemistry. And here was chemistry using math to help me understand chemistry better. So what I learned from that was that, you know, that math did have an application. It was chemistry. And I could get really excited about something that scares me if I can appreciate and make a connection to it, to something that I really enjoy. And it overcoming that fear of math, knowing that yes, indeed, I can understand math. I've got to humble myself and ask questions. I've got to work hard and do extra problems, when I don't feel like it or I'm scared. And I just got to go for it, because if it's an obstacle to get to what I want, it's going to still be there, whether I want it to be or not. And it's amazing how much you can grow when you decide you're just going to conquer that thing and not let that thing conquer you. So I'm really glad that I got over math. If I had to give some advice, just based on my own life and what put me on the right path, that's to know yourself. You've heard people say dream big or follow your heart, but know yourself. and put some stock in the things that you enjoy doing. Because it's when you enjoy what you're doing that it's going to bring out the best in you, and that's what we want. That's what you want. I'm Tracy Caldwell Dyson, and I work at the NASA Johnson Space Center.